Hey everyone, today we're going to dive into a problem that I'm pretty sure every single one of us who makes stuff online has felt. You know, that soul-crushing busy work that hits you right after you've finished creating. Well, we're going to break down this really powerful AI-driven workflow that's designed to make all of that just disappear. I mean, we've all been there, right? You pour your heart and soul into making something awesome. A video, a podcast, whatever it is. And just when you should be kicking back and feeling good about it, that's when the real work starts. This quote just nails it. It's that feeling of having to do all the dishes after you just cooked an amazing meal. It just completely kills your creative buzz. So let's actually look at what that pain looks like. On one side, you've got the old way. Oh yeah, the chaos of dragging and dropping files, trying to remember what you named something, it's a total mess. But then look at the other side. The new way. We're talking 0 clicks. Automatic organization, real-time logging. This isn't just a little improvement, you guys. It's a completely different way of thinking about how we handle our work. Think about that for a second. A world without a single click. It's a workflow so smooth it almost feels like magic. Your files just organize themselves. The whole point is to get rid of all that manual nonsense so you can get back to doing what you're actually good at, the creative stuff that really matters. Okay, so how does this magic actually work? Well, it's not really magic. It's just a really, really smart 4-step automation. So let's get into it and break down exactly how this thing operates. All right, here's the whole process in a nutshell. Step 1, it watches a folder. Step 2, an AI renames the file for you. Step 3, it uploads it securely to Google Drive. And Step 4, it logs everything in your content calendar. That's it. 4 simple steps that handle everything. So let's dig into that first step, the folder watch trigger. Just think of it like a security guard for a folder on your computer. It's just sitting there, watching, 24/7. And the very second a new file drops into that folder, bam, the trigger goes off and the whole automation starts. Okay, now this is where things get really smart, the AI action stage. So as soon as that new file is spotted, the AI jumps in. It scans the file, figures out what it is, what project it's for, all the key details. And then it renames it perfectly every single time with a clean, consistent name. So yeah, you can say goodbye to files named final_v2_actuallyfinal thisTime.mp4. We've all been there. So once the file's got its new shiny name, it has to go somewhere, right? The system uses the official Google Drive API to make a secure, direct connection. And that's a key point. This isn't some clunky third-party thing that might break. It's a rock-solid integration that makes sure your file lands exactly where it's supposed to be every single time. And get this, the AI doesn't just dump everything into one giant folder. Nope, it's way smarter than that. It looks at the file and acts like an intelligent sorter. So your YouTube videos, they automatically go to the YouTube folder. Podcast audio, it lands right in the podcast folder. Documents get filed away perfectly. It's literally like having your own personal digital librarian working for you around the clock. And here's the final piece of the puzzle, the part that closes the loop. As soon as the upload is complete, the system automatically zaps that info over to your content calendar, like Notion, for example. It logs the file name, a direct link to it, and the date. So you have this perfect, always updated record of everything you've done. It becomes your single source of truth for your entire content workflow. Okay, so we've talked about the theory, right? But what does this actually feel like when you're using it? Let's talk about the real-time payoff, because this isn't something you run overnight. This stuff happens, like, instantly. Just look at this timeline. It's wild. At second 0, you hit export on your project. 1 second later, the AI has already found it and renamed it. By the 3-second mark, it's already uploaded to Google Drive. And a second after that, it's logged in your Notion calendar. We're talking 4 seconds, start to finish. The whole thing is done before you can even think about alt-tabbing over to check on it. So what's the bottom line here? It means no more clicking, no more dragging and dropping, no more waiting around. What you get instead is perfectly organized files and a calendar that is always up to date. Every single one of these benefits is a direct fix for one of those massive headaches from the old way of doing things. And you know, maybe the best part of this whole thing is that it's completely invisible. It just runs silently in the background, doing its job. It is the definition of set it and forget it. It lets you stay in that creative zone, knowing that all the boring admin stuff is just being taken care of. Now, this is all incredibly cool, for sure, but it's really important to see this as more than just one slick tool. This is actually just one piece of a much bigger puzzle. So let's zoom out for a minute and talk about the bigger vision. Yeah, this is just one part of a bigger system that's designed to automate, well, the entire back end of your digital life. It's about building a sort of personal operating system for yourself where all the tedious work gets handed off to AI. That leaves you free to focus on the big picture stuff, the creative, strategic work that only you can do. And all of this really leaves us with one big final question to think about. What if your projects could actually manage themselves? I mean, really think about it. Imagine your work not just being filed away, but being synced, archived, and even prepped for the next step in your process, all without you having to do a single thing. That is the future that this whole zero-click idea is aiming for.